Namaste, my friends, and welcome to Monday Morning Meditation. Today we're going to focus on another strong emotion, fear and anxiety. Now, need to say, and I will say a number of times through our practice today, that if that is not an emotion that's coming up for you, feel free to work this process through any strong emotion you feel, or bring to mind a recent event or experience where perhaps fear and anxiety were in the forefront for you, and think about that. We're trying to work through physical sensations associated with our fear and anxiety. So grab yourself a comfy spot. For me, it's my bolster here in my studio. Maybe it's a chair away from the day's events, away from everything going on. You're going to need about 20-25 minutes, and come and join me for Monday morning meditation. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday morning, and welcome to Monday morning meditation. I'm hoping you all had a wonderful weekend. It was a little bit cool, but for me, 2 thumbs up. So let's get started, shall we? Finding that comfortable spot somewhere in a corner away from all of the hustle and bustle of your day. Somewhere where you can sit or stand. Some people like to stand, nothing wrong with that. Or sometimes even lie down comfortably on your own for about 20-25 minutes. I know that seems like a lot, but remember, self-care. It's all about taking time for yourself. So let's find that comfy spot. Sit ourselves down. I'm gonna sit. You do you. I'm gonna rock a little bit back and forth on the mat to find that comfy spot. I have my blankie with me as always, because when I meditate, my blankie is my comfy, my extra comfy. We're gonna sit nice and tall, feeling those sit bones push into the mat, making the spine get long. And let's close our eyes and take a few breaths together. Maybe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel those shoulders fall down each time you exhale. Fall away from the ears. Breathe in. Fill the chest. Breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Excellent. Now let's do a couple of shoulder rolls. As we breathe in this time, up come the shoulders to the ears. Squeeze them together and roll them down the back as we exhale. Breathe in, lift up. Pull them to the back, squeeze and lower. One more time. Breathe in, lift up. Squeeze and lower. And hopefully now when you let the shoulders down, they feel even less like this and more like this. We found our spot. We're hopefully dressed in something comfortable that's not feeling, and we have whatever we feel we need to be quiet and introspective for the next few minutes. Over the past few weeks, we've explored a number of strong emotions in this time frame. We've tuned in or learned the practice of tuning in and turning towards these emotions in maybe a little bit different way depending on what emotion we're dealing with at the time. And we've also learned that it's possible to use these processes for any strong emotion that comes up. We've done grief, we've done anger, we've looked at them to see how they've expressed themselves physically inside our bodies in the form of tenseness, tight muscles, upset stomach, maybe even headaches. These different things we've learned to recognize as the physical symptoms and responses to strong emotion. Today is no different. Today, we are going to take a look at fear. Fear. Now, as I step back for a moment, we've learned to breathe through potentially uncomfortable physical sensations because we understand that they're temporary, and fear is no different. We let ourselves exist right along with them and through them in a mindful way. The key was we're not thinking about them, we're allowing them to exist in these spaces. I keep saying this, and fear is the same thing, because fear for me is a big one. So, anxiety, fear, that gnawing sensation. But don't let me get ahead of myself. We'll dive right in. Thinking about fear as a mind state, a thought or an expression in your mind, as opposed to I've lost my spot, I'm so sorry. As opposed to seeing it as a concrete and in-your-face monster. Sidebar, as I like to do. Let's break it down using our mindful metacognition techniques. We're then able to explore and break down anxious thoughts and that gut-wrenching fear as just that. It's a thought. We'll deal with the gut-wrenching in a little bit different way as a physical manifestation. Meditation has taught us that we can choose where to place our attention. It also gives us the confidence to face these emotions directly, because we now know that we're far more spacious than these temporary or transitory feelings that just come and go. Here. Well, let me give you a science tidbit. Compelling research from cognitive neuroscientists, people that study the brain, show us that meditation changes brain function and structure in ways that help decrease and manage anxiety and fear. More specifically, using the mindfulness meditation techniques that we have practiced. It's been found to decrease activity and brain cell volume in the amygdala. And the amygdala specifically is the center stage main event player when it comes to generating fear and stress. So, we're on the right track, my friends. So let's sit, get ourselves comfy, maybe uncross and recross. We're going to choose to bring greater awareness and consciousness to our experience by taking a look at fear this week from a place of mindfulness, with a sense of curiosity towards its physical manifestations within our bodies. So, let's take that moment, readjust, get in that comfy position, and we're going to move our attention to that process of breath, that easy process, filling our chest and abdomens with air as we breathe in, and allowing our entire body to soften as we exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Hands can take many forms. It's really a comfort for you. Lots of people like Gyan Mudra, where our first finger and thumb touch, and we bring the backs of our palms to our thighs. Another nice comfy option is cupping the hands and leaving them in the lap, or maybe crossing the fingers and in the lap. Find whatever's comfortable for you. As we allow our breath to settle into its own natural rhythm, we're feeling calm and supported by our breath. It's always there, slowly breathing in and slowly breathing out. We're feeling a sense of calm as we follow those inhales in through the nose or mouth, down into the lungs and belly, transforming into supportive life energy for our physical beings. And then we note the softening of the belly as we exhale and release breath energy that has served us well and is no longer needed by our physical vessel. We gift it to the plants and the trees, who will receive with gratitude and in turn gift it back to us for future energy transformation. A few more quiet breaths, feeling at peace with breath in and breath out. Now let's slowly turn our awareness within to the physical sensations within our body. Today I'm going to highlight fear and anxiety. Now perhaps that doesn't resonate for you today, and that's okay. Maybe you have another emotion that you feel more strongly about or is more in the forefront of your consciousness. Or if not, option to think back to a recent event where that fear or anxiety resided for you and think on it. How did you feel? Think about it in great detail to bring it back to the forefront. Imagining a memory perhaps in detail for physical attributes to whatever emotion you're choosing to explore today. I am going to stick with fear and anxiety. That's going to be today's focus for me. Whatever it comes up, we're going to name it. I am naming fear and anxiety for today. You name your emotion. Just so we know what we're addressing. Now let's turn our attention to scanning our bodies, looking for physical signs of that fear, of that anxiety, or whatever emotion manifests for you. Maybe your heart pumps super fast, or you feel a tightness in your chest. Some of us clench fists, grind teeth, sweat, or some of us even shake. Notice each sensation as it is, as we slowly scan up and down the body. And as we notice these things, let's look upon them with curiosity and an open attitude just towards the physical sensations we're experiencing. Let's be interested in what we find. Maybe you have more than one sensation. Maybe there's 3 or 4. Now, as we've identified all of these sensations, try to find the one that seems to be the strongest. Move towards that. Now move towards it with compassion. And we'll direct our breath into that area where we feel that physical sensation. On an inhale, draw your breath towards wherever you feel the strongest sensation. And as we exhale, imagine yourself breathing away from that physical sensation. Breathe in. I'll use my chest as an example. A tight chest. I breathe in, imagining the breath come to the tight chest. And then I breathe out, imagining the air leaving that area. If it were fists, for example, clenched fists, I imagine the breath coming in through my nose, traveling all the way down towards those clenched fists. And then as I breathe out, it travels back away and out. Towards the sensation on the breath in, and away from the sensation on the breath out. Just like a wave, slowly in, towards, out, away. We're not trying to change the sensation of fear here. We're just drawing our awareness to it and feeling breath wash in and out of whatever sensation we're dealing with. You might notice as you continue to breathe in and out of this strong sensation that maybe it changes a bit, maybe not. Your experience is your own. Be curious about how that sensation changes, if at all, as you slowly breathe into it and out from it. Using your mind to imagine breathing into whatever feels the strongest in terms of physical sensation and breathing out from. There will likely come a point in your reflection and investigation where we become distracted by thoughts and emotions. Try and maintain an open and accepting attitude towards the fact that anxious thoughts or fear or whatever strong emotion you're dealing with may have arisen. Let them come and go in the background while we maintain awareness of that physical sensation. Trying to keep the physical front and center, the emotional in the back. Or if you remember some of our previous meditations, like on little clouds just floating by, we notice, we let them go. We're just seeing these emotions as exactly what they are, thoughts, nothing else, as they come in and go out. And we continue to refocus on breathing in and out of whatever physical sensations we're feeling. Use the breath, the calming, supporting breath, to breathe in and out. Excellent. Now you may want to repeat this activity with a different emotion, or if you feel as though you were unable to really get through that fear or that anxiety, you feel like you need a little bit more practice, try it again. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 tries or a longer space of time. I have been known to sit and breathe through anxiety for upwards of 40 minutes when I can find the time or realize I need to make the time. So don't be afraid to step back, start again, go back. Or if you're feeling the need to continue, please find time to do so. Be patient with yourself and proud of your accomplishments. To be mindful and share space with these challenging emotions. It's not a picnic sometimes, so 2 thumbs up for you and all your efforts. Taking a few more breaths together. As we end our meditation today, refocusing awareness solely on the breath. Let's let those physical sensations go for the moment and return to the breath. Being aware of the in and the out flow. Now let's slowly expand that awareness to the room around you. What do you hear in your immediate surroundings? Can you smell anything particular this morning? In your comfy spot, can you feel your clothes against possibly your arms and your legs? Can you feel your tush against the mat, bolster, seat, or the chair? Or maybe your back against the floor, your feet on the floor if you're standing. Now let's slowly drop the chin to the chest. Open the eyes. And when you're ready, raise your head and come on back. As we close our resting in awareness meditation today, specifically focused on fear and anxiety for me, I want to extend my weekly invitation to you to take some time for yourself. Sit in silence, even for a minute. Use any of the practices we have tried to date. They're all saved in the CSY yoga folder. If you're watching this on Facebook Live, if you're watching it on YouTube, all of my meditations are re-recorded and posted to YouTube. You can try any one of them, no longer than a half an hour. Or make a commitment to walk outside in nature. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's getting warmer. A little bit more sun, which our skin, I'm sure, would love to experience the warmth of the sun. Don't forget, if you're back at the computer and at work, to take that screen break. Lift the eyes from the screen, change your focus. Perhaps a family portrait, something that you hold much value to and love towards. Put that close to your workstation so you can take a moment, take that break, focus on something else that brings you joy. Just take a couple breaths. So important. I thank you again for joining me today. Let's bring our palms together. A little bit of a gentle rub. We're going to settle it in to heart center. Close down the eyes. Deep breath in. And out. Namaste, my friends. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I feel your feelings. I hear your need. My wisdom flows from the highest source, and I salute that source in you. Let's work together for unity and love. Mahatma Gandhi. Have a wonderful day, my friends, and I'll see you next week for another Monday morning meditation. Bye. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining me for Monday morning meditation. Specifically, fear and anxiety were the focus in today's exercise. Big ones for me. I will tell you, I have used this technique many times. We all have our demons, and fear and anxiety is mine. So I hope you enjoyed the meditation. I hope you found a little bit of relief for the physical sensations surrounding your strong emotions. Please take a moment to hit the bell, be subscribed. I'm trying to release a new video each week. Don't forget, I'm gonna say it again, broken record. Spend some time alone. Self-care is so important. And take a moment to check out our Facebook group below. Strength and mobility with Creative Soul Yoga. Fall back into yoga basics. Myself and 3 or 4 other teachers are offering free content on this Facebook group. All you have to do is ask to be added, answer a couple of super simple questions, and you're in. You'll see these broadcasts here once a week, Monday morning. There's also Yin Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Kundalini Yoga. What else do we have? Oh, HIIT Fitness, all kinds of stuff there. Also other health and wellness initiatives, so check it out. I left the link below the video, and I hope to see you again, as I will say one more time, next week for another Monday morning meditation. Thanks for joining me, my friends. Namaste.